Alright guys, gals, and morons, let's turn over a new lift today. This is the Kenwood Koiler. Hang on, let me get the plate off of it. Hang on a second. Got to give you all the right information. I know it's the XM-6666. Yeah, they didn't want the devil number, so hang on a second. Alright, so this is this amp, the XM-666 Kenwood. I guess it's a Kenwood. Kenwood from Japan. No, it ain't from Japan, and it's not Kenwood. This is a brand called Koiiler. Well, on car review, they give it a 4-star out of 5. So I pulled the cover off, give her the old visual inspection. I'll let you look in there. It's not cleaned or nothing. I didn't have a short, and I was like, well, let's check for the old obvious stuff first. There it was. So it had a 20 amp blown fuse in it. Alright, that's what was in it. So let's just toss that old fuse over in the old junk pile where all the other ones go. I put in a new fuse right there. It's good. There was no short. I checked it with the old basic Tweeties. Yeah, you don't need high dollar equipment to check this shit with. And I just checked for short to ground. Ground here. And I checked off the back. You don't have to have the fuse in it. You can check both leads, and there was no short. I got a power light right off the get-go. I have not tuned it. All I have done is I need to make sure which one of these is the actual base RCA. Let me see. I think it's this one. Yeah, I got the right one. Okay, so that's for the subwoofer. Nothing's been set. I've got it hooked up on the old Pioneer up there. This is at a 4-ohm bridge load. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't know. This is the first time I'm showing you how it goes, guys. I do every amp the same way. There's a CD in it right now. Let me put it on. USB, well, let's put it on Bluetooth. Alright, Bluetooth, I'm going to use my phone. Give me just a second. Look, it's even got the Berman's 13K on there. God damn. I can't believe people would literally send me shit about that shit. Oh, wait. Let's see. Alright, this is Jamie. Jamie's got the, hang on. He put in the 1200. He needs more power. I can tell him that now. I've already told him he needs more power, or he'll burn them amps up. But I told him in the get-go to put both those bass knobs in to watch for clipping. Well, he ended up doing what I said. And he says, you can let people know I'm a student. Laugh out loud. Thanks for everything. So he's got his system bumping and shit. And I would recommend him let me check the shit with an O-scope and get it exactly right. But hey, if he wants to do it himself, that's up to him. So he had 1 amp in there. He took that amp out, put in those two 1200 bass, 1200 at 2 ohms on two 2-ohm final load American Bass Hawks. He says it's jamming, which I knew that. I mean, this ain't my first time, man. But he listened. He wanted to run a bass knob that runs both amps. I said, man, with these amps, with you not having an O-scope, you need to use the clip lights, and those are going to be off a little bit. Watch my videos. They're there for a reason. Give me just a second, see where we're at on this thing. Let me pause the video. I gotta find a song. Alright guys, I got a rough tune on it. I'm seeing about 30 volts on music out of a amp that's supposed to be, hell, I don't know. I can't remember what it's supposed to be honest with you. Let me check. Let me turn that off and I'm going to show you just as live as it can be right here. So there's a 20 amp fuse in there and it's putting out 30 volts AC. Alright. Let's see what this amp's supposed to do. So I'm going to go look up. This is not a Kenwood, no. But this is a Korean amp. Call it flea market, call whatever you want to call it. This amp gets a great rating if you look in the right places. Well, there's one right there. Year 2000. Somebody's got one in stock for 83 bucks. For a 2000 model amp, piece of shit, for $83. Oh well. This says 420 watt amp. Let me see. Let's see, 2 ohm. I got it bridged, so wait, 0.5%. Let's see, bridged at 4 ohm. Let's see what it says bridged at 4 ohm is supposed to be. So this is an XM-6666 or 6666. There's people, look, this is listed Koiiler. I feel dumb, it's actually Koiiler. It's like faucets. It's just a bunch of dumbasses, man. Let's see, where we at? 170 at 4 on 170 watts. I think that's off, don't you? Matter of fact, I know it's off. Alright, this thing sounds great. Now the speaker's up in the air, which is not great for bass to have it up high like that. No, you're better off with bass down low. Yeah. But I'm gonna show you what it do right here. What it do. Now I'll pin it here in just a second with the prongs, but we're at a +3 on the subwoofer level. And I'm on volume 28. It's the same thing I set every damn. Sometimes I have to adjust the subwoofer level because certain amps like different levels on the RCAs. This seems to like it around +3. Yep. Because this is a 2.9 output. So let's see what we got here. It's cold. I am damn sure not sticking my hands down there right now while it's running. Running on some little old baby 8 gauge, just crammed in there, you can see, as usual. Let's play a song. I think this is some new, I believe this is some new bass mechanic. No, this is DJ Billy E, I'm sorry. Let's start over. Let me get her going here. And I'm gonna let you see the numbers right here. Got a little chop right there. set up with peekaboo. Let's check out see what peekaboo is, if it's worser. Let's see what it looks like. And when I say peekaboo, it's peekaboo Kendrick Lamar. Make sure you got the right peekaboo.
Travel can make you smell kind of funky, but aluminum-free secret whole body deodorant gives me 72 hours.
Let's see if it's dirty. A little bit.
What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s will make them plain. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Peekaboo, catchy pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Peekaboo,
surprise, bitch, it's that nigga chicken cheese. Peekaboo, let me FaceTime my op, bitch, I'm in the street. Peekaboo.
So honestly, that's not bad. So to beat DJ Billy E, and that's about the same. I had one little square wave in there, but that's not enough to do anything, guys, on music. But if you want ultra clean like I set up in Scion, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I would actually cut it down just a tad. I would actually probably go on the head unit and go right here and just go down to +2 or +1 on the subwoofer level, and it's gonna be clean. Then you could probably go to 29 on your volume, probably fine. Let's try it again. So we're on 20. Let's do 20. Well, let's just do 29. Let's see what it do. Let's start over. That's bumping it up about 2-something volts on the actual volume. You hear it louder.
aye. What? Look. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none.
I told you I know my shit, man. I know my shit. I've done this so long that I know what I can get by with. That was volume 29. Now if we go to 28, it's gonna be super clean. You ain't gonna have no square wave at all. No. Guys, I've done this shit so damn long. I know by ear, just by doing it. No, I've not done any pre-testing on this amp, nothing. This is what you're seeing is live shit. If it fucks up right here in front of me, I'm gonna let it blow up. There's no hiding here. I'm showing you the deal.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Aye. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. What they talking about? They ain't talking about none. Huh? They ain't talking about none. Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s will make them plain. Peekaboo, popping out, you better smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 foreigns on the 405. Peekaboo, catchy pepper if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little niggas off they rocker. Peekaboo, surprise, bitch.
Perfectly clean. Let's play a little low note through there and make that speaker move a little bit. And yeah, I can feel it warming up just a little bit here. You can feel the components getting warm. Yeah, getting a little warm. Bah, damn it, burnt my shit on. I scared you, didn't I? Yeah, let's play some Eating the Cats, and that'll make it move. That's going to be about 20 hertz. And so that just shows you this old ass amp that was marked at $500, which is not $500, but it is a great amp. This is a Korean amp. It works perfect. You're looking at the sine wave. You're seeing the sine wave on the music. It's perfect. I'll show you a test tone if you want to see it, but it's going to be perfect. I already know what it's going to look like. There's nothing wrong with the amp. This is just some dumbass that took it down there because of a blown fuse. What is these things? Well, sir, if the fuse is blown, which a lot of these amps, I told you, would pop these fuses back in the day because they put out more power than they said. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Especially if you start getting down to lower voltages, that's really going to put more of a strain on the electrical of the amplifier, and it's going to try to pull harder. Let's find Eating the Cats here. Sure, I got it. We'll make that speaker jump around a little bit, and then I'll try the other amp. Now, the other amp's a little bit more crusty, dirty, but I'll try it. I'm going to do both tests on both amps. I'm not going to play any trickery here. No, just make that thing be quiet. Alright. Where you at, Eating the Cat? Because that's a 19 to 20 hertz low note in the song.
They're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They are 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 eating the cats. Buckle my shoe. What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah, 3, 4, knock on your door. If they'll eat your cat, then they'll eat you too. They are eating the cats. They're eating the pets. They are eating the cats. They're eating the dog. They are eating the cats.
I'm going to clean this amp up nice and pretty. I'm going to give it a pass. There's nothing wrong with this amp. I'll put the other Koiiler 7666, which is supposed to be a stronger amp. Takes a 30 amp fuse. It does have, I believe it's got two more input filters, and I think it's got larger caps. I'm pretty sure. I know it does. I'm about positive. We'll see what it does, if it comes on or not. See if it's a piece of shit. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Do you know just as much as I do about this? As far as, is it going to work? I don't know. I said that I said when I got these amps, even though they look like, well, this one didn't look too bad. The other one looks rough. I said they're probably going to work. So far, I'm 1 for 1. Let's see if we're right on the other one. I'm going to stop this video and I'll post this up later. See you.